Welcome to the second video in the series of our studio recording vlogs, where I try to show you how we record our instruments. This is the second video where I'm gonna show you how we record live bass. Again, we start the video in this long corridor leading to our studio because I think it is cool for some reason. So, let's begin. Welcome again to our studio. It is even more messy than the last time, and I guess it will only get worse. So here are the drums, the heroes of our last video, but today it's all about the bass. Let's start with the start of a signal chain, the bass guitar. We use this Warwick, Jesus Christ, Warwick, that's how you pronounce it, Corvette Bubinga, which is an extremely nice high-end bass guitar. It has active pickups in it, the entire preamp. This thing is heavy as fuck, and it sounds really good. The bass guitar then goes into our pedal board. Of course, the tuner. Then we've got Boss LME3, which is basically a compressor pedal. We use it to balance out the initial bass signal, which it does a really good job of. The compressed signal travels to another compressor, which is a tube compressor by MarkBass. It has 112AX7 in it, and we use it not that much for compression, but for the overall tone shaping, because this tube in pair with some tweaking does a really good job of warming up the signal. So we compress it initially with Boss, and then we tone shape with MarkBass, which then goes into the Aguilar tone hammer bass preamp pedal. We also got a bass big muff here, which is a fantastic pedal, but for this recording we did not use it anywhere. As for the preamp, we use it for the EQing of the signal, the level, the gain staging, and the final shaping of the tone. It is an extremely good pedal, and I strongly recommend you to check it out. It also has a gain boost, but we don't use that either. We also use this pedal to send a DI signal to the interface, but more on that later. All of that goes into this amplifier, which is Laney RB8. I believe this is a 400 watt amplifier. Doesn't really matter, it is loud as hell. We send the signal into the normal channel. All of the knobs are basically at noon, except the volume. A bit of additional EQing, and we're set to go. Now let's talk about the microphones and how we record this thing. So the main tone is captured by this bad boy, which is an Audio-Technica AT2020, a large diaphragm condenser microphone. It is placed roughly 25-30 centimeters from the speaker off axis, closer to the edge of the speaker. This allows us to capture the most balanced bass tone with only one microphone. However, this single microphone is not enough to capture the entirety of the bass tone. And since we don't have any specialized microphone for capturing low end specifically, we use the subkick, which essentially does the same thing. It captures the lowest frequencies. It is placed really close to the speaker, but not right at the center to avoid excessive low end. And this gives us the most beautiful low end imaginable. I was seriously shocked when I've heard the playback of what this thing recorded. Smooth, warm, round, even low end bass. Just spectacular. To support things just a little bit, we record a DI signal that goes straight from the preamp. Now this preamp gives us a bit of variety with the DI signal. You can change whether the signal goes before the equalizer coloring or after. We decided to go without coloring because the color DI signal just doesn't make much sense to me. But if you need that, you can do it. Finally, we use Tascam US-1641 to record all of the audio. It is a really nice piece of gear, though fairly old. But it gets the job done and it has nice preamps. I'm really happy with this thing. So that basically covers it up. Thanks for staying with us. I'm going to throw in a few recorded bass samples so that you could hear what we actually were able to come up with. Thanks for staying with us. More of the recording process videos are on the way. Goodbye and have a nice day.